Hey buddies, this is a beautiful Wednesday. I just wanted to pop on and talk about some real shit. So go on this journey with me. We're just gonna walk around the neighborhood. And the topic of today is how minding your business keeps your mind sane. This has been a topic that has been kind of creeping in the back of my mind for some time, only because there's a pop culture reference that I haven't been sure how to angle. I've seen a lot of people with their opinions, a lot of gender war fanatics kind of tearing this topic apart, but it's about a young couple. Some of you guys may know who I'm talking about, DDG and Halle. And I just saw recently online that they are married and they're expecting, and congratulations, that's beautiful to me. But the day before, I saw a vlogger going on a tirade of a rant, just virile, rabid, upset about Halle being pregnant by DDG. And it was just so perplexing to me why people are so up in arms about a young woman's choice on who she wants to be with, on who makes her happy, and whether he's a good fit for her, whether she's too good for him. And it's like, at the end of the day, what people choose to invest into their lives to make them happy is nobody else's business but ours. I'm totally up for getting into pop culture, gossip, and celebrity news. Like, there's nothing wrong with it on a casual surface level. But when people get so invested and up in arms to the point where they get irate and upset at somebody's choices, it's so perplexing to me. And I understand that these celebrities are meant as, they're people like to use them as examples for what young boys and young girls should aspire to be. But I think over the years, we've always known that celebrities are just people like us living their lives on a public platform. And so we need to give them the respect that they deserve to go through the changes and make the choices and mistakes or whatever that we've all had to make. With that being said, I want to dive a little bit deep into why I think people have such a huge issue with DDG and Halle. For one, I think their brands aren't super compatible. And so that is something that throws people off. Halle is seen as this up and coming starlet who has this huge Disney backing. She has this wholesome, holistic appeal to her. And DDG, he's a self-made social media influencer who I think that's phenomenal, to be able to cultivate your brand and become your own boss. I mean, at such a young age, that's amazing to me. That's a testament to the fact that he knows his star power, he knows his influence, and he knows how to utilize it to get what he wants. And I think that's amazing. But what's interesting to me is people forget that a relationship between two people is literally that. We don't know the ins and outs of their relationship. We don't know how they affect each other, how they bring different elements and aspects into each other's lives that the other one might be missing, the other one might need. The fact that these two people have been scrutinized, torn apart, and yet they have found ways to still be happy together. When I see their clips and videos together, they look so engrossed with each other. They look so enthralled and just in love with each other. And sorry guys, I'm still getting over a bit of a cold. So ignore my congestion. But those clips, they just seem so absolutely in love. And it's a beautiful thing to see. I love to see it. And it's a reminder also that what we see on the surface doesn't negate, well, actually, that's not the right word. What we see on the surface, well, actually, no, it does make sense. What we see on the surface does not negate the fact that they have a bond that we are not privy to. They have a connection, and whether it's going to be a long-lasting connection, what I see is a loving connection. It's not anything perfect. You know, he's had some scandal for some mistakes that he's made in the past when it's come to how he's expressed his point of view in the relationship, and it's been some disparaging things that's come out. But I also don't believe everything that I see in the media. Just because somebody says, you know, this toxic scandal has happened, we still don't know all the intimate details. And to see them persevere through it, one, is great. It's excellent, because everybody goes through stuff, and you have to be able to find a way to push past it, even if that doesn't mean that y'all still end up together. Getting past obstacles, getting past issues is a part of life. And especially for young people, young couples, we've all had to go through it at some point. And some people stand the test of time through it, and others don't. I don't want to get into all the details of all of his issues that have happened publicly. But I do know that that's also part of something that affected my opinion on them, was seeing some of the issues that he had gone through when it came to just simple things like claiming that his girlfriend's celebrity status and the roles that she was taking affected his security and his self-esteem. I couldn't fully connect with whether he was being totally honest or if he was also trolling a bit, because that's part of his brand. But I did take the time to see how the relationship progressed after these moments, and realizing that they're still able to work through their issues. And again, it doesn't mean that this is, you know, a perfect situation or even a healthy situation for me or for somebody else who's watching. But if they're able to work past certain issues and still be in love the way they are in love, that speaks volumes. Because again, I think a part of the human condition is working past our issues, especially when you find a good support system, a good family, a good lover who is able to help understand and make the best out of the worst situations, your deepest, darkest sides of yourself. That's something that is very, very valuable. And what I've seen are a couple that has been able to go over a lot of obstacles. And the obstacles that I talk about are the public opinion, the public fodder, people's constant need to weigh in and to tear them down and to tell them that they are not meant for each other for whatever reason. Again, The spark for this video was seeing that rant from that vlogger, just going in incessantly on how upset she was, feeling that DDG is a bum, and that Halle Bailey is going to regret these choices. And I was just really shocked. And to me, it came across as a projection of bitterness and just misery because of the choices that she may have made in her past. I'm talking about the vlogger, that has maybe led her to a place where she no longer wants to be attached or associated in a relationship with a man, which is totally fine. Everybody goes through their own journey. But I also think that, respectfully, we need to understand that we still don't know these people outside of what we see in the public and what they show us. And what they show us doesn't mean an exact or accurate representation of what their relationship is behind closed doors. So I want us to all remember that people only showcase what they want us to show, what they want us to see. And it's important to still celebrate and to still support, because everybody wants to be seen and heard, and everybody wants to be appreciated for the things that they find valuable, and their union is very valuable to them. That's why they didn't even release the news about them being together, because their union is very valuable. And with that, I want us to think about what's valuable to us and pay attention to those things and mind those things and not get distracted by worldly stuff that doesn't have anything to do with us. Their relationship is their relationship, and their union is their union. It has nothing to do with us. They seem happy. They seem to be in love, and I'm rooting for them. And even if they don't make it, I'm still going to root for their healing. I'm still going to root for their growth in whatever direction they take after that. But these rants and these breakdowns of why they just don't belong together, it's really sad to see that people don't know how to appreciate and just be happy to see people being happy. I want to sign off, and I want you guys to have a good rest of your day. And I hope you guys can weigh in and let me know your thoughts and your opinions.